Hello. My name is Ami of Fluffy Diva Cakes in Port Harcourt, Nigeria. So today I'm going to be teaching you the tricks I use to make my Italian meringue and be able to get my meringue kisses done right. So basically, I use my softball stage style method. I do not use the thermometer when testing for doneness of my sugar. Okay, so basically what I do is I get to boil the sugar and make sure it gets to the soft ball stage, which is what I'm going to be showing you today. And when it gets to the soft ball stage, how do I test for the soft ball stage? I test for the soft ball stage when I put the sugar, my boiling sugar, inside my water, cold water, normal water, and I'm able to form a soft ball just by bringing out the sugar from the water. If your sugar dissolves into the water, you have not yet gotten to the stage. You want to boil your sugar till you're able to transfer the sugar, just a little spoon of sugar into a little spoon of your boiled sugar into your water, and it forms a soft ball. You're able to pick it up and it forms a soft ball. That is how you know that you have gotten to the soft ball stage. So that is the first trick you want to get when you are making your Italian meringue. You do not want to overboil your sugar, because if you do so, your sugar is going to burn, or better still, it may get to become a caramel. That is getting to the caramel stage, so like caramelizing. You don't want to get your sugar to that point. Another tip and trick you need to know is that you want to clean your bowl very well with hot water. You want to rinse it with hot water. If you do not want to use the hot water, you can use some vinegar to clean your bowl and make sure it is free from all traces of oil that would make your meringue not to whip up. So when you find out that your meringue is not whipping up right, then you know that you have some traces of oil in your bowl. Even the balloon whisk that you're going to be using, you need to also use the vinegar to rinse it, or use some water, hot water, to rinse it as well. Then you now begin to do the both processes all at the same time. So basically, you want to boil your sugar and your water. While waiting for it to get to the soft ball stage, you go back and you begin to whip up your egg white with the cream of tartar. So what your cream of tartar does for you is that it helps to ensure that your egg white does not break. It helps to ensure that you get to the stiff peak of while whipping your egg white, which is your meringue. So the egg white is the meringue. So the cream of tartar helps you to be able to make sure that your meringue is stable. When you're done making your meringue, you now get your sugar has attained the soft ball stage. You now pour in your sugar into your meringue, just gently by the side. You want to be very careful with this stage, because if you're not careful, your meringue is going to splash on you, the sugar is going to splash on your face, and you don't want to get a burn because you're doing a meringue, right? So that's basically the major precautionary measure you want to take. And you want to pour in your meringue just your boiled sugar just immediately. You don't want to wait, because if you wait for a while, your sugar is going to freeze up and you're going to have cramps. So you want to pour your boiled sugar immediately. So that is why the second tip, the third tip, is that you have to be doing both of them at the same time, so that the moment your meringue has whipped to a stiff peak, your sugar would have boiled to a soft ball stage almost at the same time, and then you begin to pour in your meringue. All right, you begin to pour in your sugar into your meringue. So when you pour in your sugar into your meringue, gently using your balloon whisk, you now whip it up for a while, like at least 5 minutes or more, depending on the speed of your mixer. You whip it up and it forms a stiff peak. At that stiff peak, your meringue is ready and ready to be piped. So now you get to start piping using your different tips. So you can pipe it in different shapes, different icing shapes. You pipe it, and then you get to now bake your meringue. So you can color your meringue in different colors of your choice. So when you color your meringue in different colors of your choice, you now get to begin to pipe it. When you pipe it, you now put it in your preheated oven so you must have preheated your oven for at least 20 to 25 minutes, and then you put in your meringue kisses into the oven. Now you want to use a very low temperature to bake your meringues. If not, your meringue kisses are going to get burnt. Okay, you want to be careful about that. So if not, your meringue kisses are going to get burnt. So you want to be very, very careful. You want to bake at maybe like 80 degrees centigrade or 130 degrees Fahrenheit for at about, maybe let's say 1 hour to 2 hours or a little more. And then when it's done, you have to open your oven and leave it there for a while to cool off before you bring it out fully. Now you store your meringue. Now your meringues are ready, and then you store your meringues in an airtight container. You don't want to leave your meringues on the outside to get soft. You want to store them in an airtight container so that you can always use them to decorate your cakes. So I look forward to having you try yours, and please don't forget to like my video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you, and I hope to see you sometime soon. Bye bye.